everyone, my name is Roya. My hair is really messy, but I still wanted to film this now. So I just got home from my anniversary weekend trip to Ashland, Oregon for the Shakespeare Festival. It was my husband's idea, and it was a great idea because I used to live in Ashland and I still sometimes miss it. I was only there for a year because initially I was a theater major, and that's what that whole town is known for, is theater. And so it was really, really nice to go back there, and he had never been, and he had actually never even seen a play before, aside from some plays he was in high school, but he's never actually seen a play before. And I am a theater geek, and I was like really excited to see some plays. So anyway, I ended up getting 5 books on this trip, and I was not expecting to get books on this trip at all because we were doing a lot else. We were seeing 3 plays in 48 hours. So one thing that we did that I was really excited about was going to this like really weird metaphysical pagan store called Soundpiece. If you live in Ashland, please check it out if you have never checked it out before. It's been there since before I lived in Ashland, and I didn't know if it was necessarily still going to be there now because it's been like 10 years since the last time that I was there, which was already well after I lived there. So I was really, really excited to see that this was still there. So they have a lot of really weird pagan books, and once upon a time, a very long time ago, I found a lot of pagan books there. So anyway, first I picked up Cat Magic, or The Little Book of Cat Magic by Deborah Blake, and this is basically about different spells you can do for cats. There's a spell for like finding a cat if you're looking for a new cat. There's a spell for like helping your cats get along, all that stuff, and I just really like that kind of stuff, and so I'm really excited to read this. And we have Unlocking the Tarot, Create Your Own Key. So this is a book on tarot reading that kind of breaks it down into what is the main word associated with each of the cards, including just all of them, the minor arcana included. And that definitely really, I feel like that would really help me. Just skimming this book and looking at the summary, I thought that seems like the most useful book to me personally for helping me read more tarot. So I thought I would pick this up, and I'm really excited to read this. And I did actually grab 3 plays from the Shakespeare Festival gift shop. So one of the plays that my husband and I watched, that we saw, that blew us away was Jitney by August Wilson. So I decided to go ahead and just get a copy of the actual play, just in case either of us, feel the need to read some of it at some point, read the whole thing, read any parts, any of that, just because it was such a brilliant show. It's basically about 5 dudes who operate a jitney service, a jitney station, which is like a taxi, but they use their own cars type of thing for areas that cabs don't necessarily go to, so people can't hail a cab. And all the characters are black, and it takes place in like a predominantly black neighborhood, all of that, and it is just such an amazing play. Like, we seriously loved the crap out of it, so I just had to grab a copy. And then additionally, I also had to grab Fences, also by August Wilson, because weirdly enough, I've heard August Wilson's name. I knew he was famous before I even necessarily looked him up. I recognized that name for sure. But I was not familiar with any of his works. I read the Wikipedia page on him. I saw like what he's written, and I don't recall having seen or read any of his works at all. And so I thought I would grab Fences as well. And then also one play that we wanted to be able to see, but it was not happening on the days that we were there, is Fat Ham by James. I don't even know. But anyway, that it's like a Hamlet retelling, but it is its own play as well. So anyway, I hear that that's a really, really good show. It was not happening on the days we were there, so unfortunately we didn't get to see it. But it sounds really good, so I thought it would be a good idea to actually grab the play and read it at some point. So when I was in high school, and when I was thinking I was going to be a theater actress and all that stuff, I read plays like all the time. I read play after play as if they were just like any other book, and just because, I don't know, I was a dork. And you know, because obviously there are more plays out there in the world than you are realistically going to see in your lifetime. So the next best thing to seeing the play is to just grab a copy of the play and just read it. And that's what I always used to do back then when I thought I was going to be in theater and I was studying up on a lot of this stuff. And so having been blown away by this play and wanting to check out more of the plays that were not happening while we were there, or that I would otherwise love to see, I thought it would be cool to actually just get copies of the plays and read them later. So anyway, that is my little Ashland trip book haul. I thought that this should just be its own book haul because I don't know, I already filmed my May book haul anyway. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!